Hello, Simply Shamans. I think we're about a minute early, so we'll wait a minute before some other folks join us here. So thank you for being here with us tonight. It's a beautiful, beautiful wintry night, I suppose, a little rainy, but a little misty. But this is January 16th, so 2024. So thank you for being here. This is our second live stream. So we'll make sure, so for folks who are on here now, then, let us know in the chat. Let us know your name, where you're from. I think we went almost across the United States last week. We had a fellow from Colorado, so that's nice. And then we had several, all the other folks were local. So thank you for being here tonight. Good. All right, well, it is 7 o'clock, so we'll go ahead and get started. I know you're busy folks. So this is Simply Shaman. January 16th, 2024. So thanks for being here. We are here in the Ides of January. Is that something? Hey, Jeanne, brother man. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you on the Simply Shaman live cast. Hope everything's going good and you're not working too much. Jeanne works about 5 jobs. So man works all the time. I don't know how he gets anything done spiritually, but he does. Jeanne was a frequent meditator with us and came here when we had live sessions here at the home. Okay, good. So thanks, Jeanne, for being here. So the way we would say this in Hawaiian is Aloha e komo mai. So that just means come on in. So Aloha is love. Come on in and komo mai. So it just means welcome. So welcome to Earth Star Spiritual Center and Simply Shaman. Okay? So we're here all about anything modern shamanism. So we're talking about all perspectives of shamanism, shamanic life coaching, energy healing, Merkaba shamanism, interdimensional, dimensional shamanism. Let's see, what else? Tai Chi, Qigong. So anything as far as mind, body, and spirit consciousness, that's what Simply Shaman is. Just a portal for you to be here and be with us in this virtual classroom and provide a nice chat. And then that way we can have some Q&A. Or perhaps we'll have a lesson today. If we have some time, we'll do a meditation. I'd like to try to keep this around 30 minutes because I know you're busy people. And that way we'll have a little meditation at the end if you want to hang on for about 5 minutes. Okay, good. All right, so this is definitely the channel for you to help you to be a better, more effective, more efficient modern shaman, especially in 2024. So the title tonight is we want to assess the grass ropes. And also the advantages that each of us have with our particular abilities and skills in 2024 and how we can make shamanism better for not only for ourselves, but also for our family, our friends, our co-workers, Mother Earth, and all the other dimensions that we're a part of because we are masters of multi-dimensional space and time and energy. And that's why we're here. We're here to help Earth with and humanity with the ascension process, and in the process of that, to realize our own destiny. So what is our destiny in 2024, and how can we enliven that with our abilities, our powers, our skills, our talents, our efforts, our good gifts and goals, and we want to be the most effective shaman that we possibly can be. Okay, good. All right. So if you will, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Earth Star Spiritual Center on YouTube, and click that little notification button. That way it'll let you know what's going on. Hey, Jimmy, how you doing? Hey, guys, Jimmy and Katie's here. Jimmy and Katie are our local home farmers. They have a little spread close by, and they always gifted us with some wonderful eggs, duck eggs occasionally too. So thanks for being here, Jimmy, Katie. I hope everybody's going well there, and Happy New Year to you too. So our goal is to be here every night at 7 o'clock, if we can, to do a live on Tuesday nights. And so this is the second this year, so we're doing okay with that. All the contact information is below in the show notes. So if you want to contact us on our website, reference email, and we have, I think, 3 or 4 Facebook sites on there that you can contact us and be a part of Earth Star and be part of Simply Shaman. Now, the Simply Shaman Facebook group, it's a private group, but just click on there that you'd like to join, and I'll sign you up and put you on the group too. And that's also a group to help you with your multi-dimensional shamanism. to help you to have a chat, to have articles and memes that help people to be better healers, better shamans, better life coaches, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to serve others. Okay. Remember our basic acrostic: Aloha. A is for all loving creator. L is for love. That's the eternal purpose of everyone and everything. That's our service to others. O is oneness, because we're all one, right? We're all individual facets or unique expressions of our one infinite creator. And we do this through our various earth superpowers, our abilities, our gifts, our goals, our talents, skills. Okay? And then H is heart. We walk the path of the heart. We try to see, hear, and feel the love in every moment. We try to sense, feel, and know the love in every moment. And if we're being in a 5D perspective, we can be the love in every moment. Okay, good. And then A is as above, so below, as within, so without, because we know that the macro is reflected in the micro, and the micro is reflected in the macro. Okay, good. All right, so grass ropes. Let's talk about that tonight, since that's what our topic is for this session. So grass ropes or habits. Now, this could be good habits also, but mostly when we talk about grass ropes, we're discussing habits that have been around or that are within our own body, within our own cellular memories, and we really don't have a basis of fact for them to be here. It was probably something we learned as a child. We heard our mother, our father, our brothers, sisters, other family members, especially our grandparents, because, they're 2 generations away. So they had a totally different lifestyle, different energies. So, sweetheart, what would be some examples of a grass rope? Because I know the most common, we hear that common example of the 9-inch pot roast, because the girl was asking her mother, why is it I have this pot roast I bought is 12 inches long, so why is it I have to cut this pot roast to 9 inches? And the mother goes, well, because that's what my mother did. Your grandmother did that. So you have to ask her why it has to be 9 inches. So the girl goes and asks the grandmother, why is this a 9-inch roast that I have to cook? She goes, because that was the size of my pot. So it had nothing to do with the size of the roast. So that would be a grass rope. So what are some other grass ropes, love?
Okay, I got out Dale's book, Simply Shaman Mystery School, Interdimensional Shamanism, 3D, 4D, 5D, and Beyond. This is the book he wrote in 2022. It was his 3rd book, and there is a section on the grass ropes on page 43. And one example was, if you touch a frog, you'll get warts. I think we've all heard that.
Yes.
That policeman will lock you up if you don't stop crying.
Yes.
Don't run in church. I heard that all the time. You can't make any money doing that. So those are some that he listed in here. And then there was another one that we probably all have heard and familiar with. If you play out in the rain, you're going to catch a cold.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So grass ropes. So where does the word come from? Grass ropes. So I want you to imagine we're in India or Africa, someplace where there's elephants. And of course, they use these elephants to move massive tonnage of lumber and equipment all around. So they're lifting and moving 2 to 4 tons of equipment. So what happens is when these elephants or baby elephants, they tie their legs up at night with grass, because you use grass or little braided ropes that they tie the elephants up, and the elephants know that they can't escape at nighttime, so they won't run off. So what happens that doing that every single day of their life as a young elephant, when they grow to be large elephants, even though they just got through moving 2 or 3 tons of material, dragging them, carrying them with their mighty trunks, they tie them up with the grass ropes at night, and the elephants still don't flee or try to break away, because they were taught at an early age that they could not break the grass ropes. So the grass ropes then are things that we learned as a small child. And these are things that may not necessarily be true. And just think about all the physical things we learned. Think about all the mental things we heard, how that affects our psyche, our intellect, okay, our emotions. Think about all the spiritual things we learned. Well, you can't do that, or you have to do this, or if you don't do that, God won't love you. So things of that nature. So we want to make sure that as effective and efficient shamans, we try to realize what are those grass ropes that we have right now. in our life? And how can we do something, or what can we do to move away from that type of thinking, that type of being? Deanna Dunn, thank you for being here. Thank you so much for joining us on a second, almost our inaugural Simply Shaman YouTube Live. And also you can tell your friends, if you share this, they can watch the replay later on. It'll be on later tonight. Just go to the live section and of the Earth Star Spiritual Center, and they'll be able to watch it also. Okay? So grass ropes then for 2024. We want to make sure to be an effective shaman, we know what these grass ropes are. Okay. So when we do a meditation tonight, as we go into our meditation, try to find out if you have a grass rope as far as mentally, especially the way you think. Is that thinking true right now? Is it really true? Absolutely true, right? And then also, if you have time, we can do this physically. Is there a physical grass rope? Well, if I eat this chocolate cake, I know I'm going to gain 5 pounds in the morning. And what happens? We get on the scale in the morning, and sure enough, we're mighty shamans, and we create 5 extra pounds. Okay, so make sure we do away with that type of thinking, or at least assess it, evaluate it. Because unless you want to live with that kind of energy around you and to cloud your energy field with this stuff, then we want to go ahead and get rid of that some way, somehow. Okay. And then also, if you have time, or maybe you'll choose to do a spiritual grass rope, just think thoughts about eternity, thoughts about God, our creator, thoughts about the Bible, thoughts about Christianity, Buddhism, host of other religions and philosophies throughout the world. What are the aspects and thoughts that we have about spirituality and how that can be, whether or not we are divine people, whether or not we were not told our whole life that we are divine, that we are not only part of God, but in one aspect, we are God, and God is us, right? Just like we have the DNA of mother and father within us, right? We are our father. We are our mother, really physically, because we have half the DNA within us. So is it not the same for being a God? So do we not have God's spiritual DNA within this physical body? Does God not exist in every atom of all of eternity? So that means every atom within us, every cell within us. Just think, 10 trillion cells within the body. And we've been taught that bacteria within the body is 10 times. So we're looking at 100 trillion cells within our very own physical body. And all 100 trillion cells is God, has God in it. Okay? So that means we want to make sure we understand our spiritual aspects, our spiritual thinking, those grass ropes about God and divinity. Okay? And also on the other side of that coin, we also want to think about the advantages we have of being us. You have an advantage. You have a special skill. You have a special ability that no one else has. You have this very individual facet, unique expression of our one infinite creator. That's part of your earth superpower. So what is that advantage? What is that special skill or power that you have? You want to make sure that you consciously know this, so that during 2024, how can you use this skill, this advantage even more? How can you use it every single day in some way? And then start thinking about all the skills, all the abilities that you have. What are all these wonderful gifts that you have? And everybody has a gift. Everybody has a special skill. Everybody has a special ability. Right? So make sure you understand that about you also. And if you're thinking that you don't have a special skill or special gift, well, guess what that is? That's a grass rope, right? That's a grass rope, because we weren't taught this from the time we could begin to hear, begin to consciously assimilate thought and thinking processes. We weren't taught this as a child, and we went all through our life without being praised and acknowledged for who we are. So just imagine if that had happened, what type of person we would be today. So so we've got all this 3D earth stuff thrust upon us. So as effective shamans, we're going to make sure we deal with that in some way. Okay? So make sure we understand the grass ropes of mind, body, and spirit, and what we can do to overcome that. Okay? So everybody has a unique skill, unique advantage. Okay? And I know you do. You may want to even make sure you write that down during this time that we're together. So write down any grass ropes that come to mind. Write down any skills, any advantages or powers that come to mind. Okay, good. Aloha, tiare, kahana, Bourget, thank you for joining us today. I know you're just you're one state away up from us, so thank you for being here tonight and joining us on this wintry day, of course. So tonight we're talking about assessing our grass ropes, or those habits that we were taught as young children. And we're also discussing the advantages that all of us have as unique expressions of our one infinite creator. Okay? So make a list of all those grass ropes in your life, and also make a list of all those advantages or those special skills and unique expressions you have. Now, in reference to that, our earth superpowers, which is what these are called. If we have 10 people in a room and all 10 people are teachers, well, each one of those teachers is going to have a very unique skill. For instance, Jeanne was a middle school teacher, or perhaps you've got a kindergarten teacher or elementary teacher. Maybe you've got a high school teacher, a college professor. Maybe we have someone who does in-service training, so they're a corporate trainer or teacher. Maybe you're a mother. You're certainly teaching every single day with your children. Maybe you're a father, teaching those wonderful fatherly skills. Or maybe you're a friend. Maybe you have coworkers. Well, every single day you're teaching something, because not only are you learning, but also you're teaching. So everyone has a special way to teach. And if you're not expressing that skill in your own unique way, well, then that means the rest of us miss out on that puzzle, this grand puzzle of divinity of who we are and our destiny and what we're here to do. And of course, this is another year closer to our ascension. It's been foretold that we're moving into another dimension, or in reality, it's called another density, the density of love, and 4D. And some of us, maybe you're going to go back to 5D, 5D meaning love and wisdom. Maybe you're able to skip ahead, right? So we want to make sure that we get all these grass ropes out of the way, and we want to make sure that we elevate, we expand our advantages, our skills, our talents, and make sure that we use these superpowers each and every day. Okay, good. All right, well, let's take a few minutes, get your pen and paper out, if you will. And as we go through our little anything else before we do a little meditation on that.
So.
Yeah, okay, good. So I'll just play music. It'll be about 5 minutes, okay? And now this is going to be a visualization. So let's go over visualizations. Visualization is using your imagination. It's akin to daydreaming. It's akin, just think how you plan your vacation. You think about being on the beach. Think about hiking in the mountains. Think about going snow skiing this winter, or maybe being on the beach in Hawaii, or down in the North Carolina, South Carolina beach areas, right? Or you think about a new project, or you think about spending time with the kids, grandkids, or maybe you got a date night coming up with that special loved one, okay? So we all do this kind of visualization, this little daydream. So as we go through this very quick meditation, it's also called the visualization, because this gives us immediate results. We immediately know what we're discussing. You know, we may not have time to sit and do a 30-minute meditation or hour meditation. Okay? So a visualization is something we can do very quick. And when you start thinking about all these little visualizations you have throughout the day, all those little daydreams you have, little thoughts, you imagine things, you're going to find out and realize you do this quite a bit during the day, because we know that we all of us meditate 24/7, 365, right? Because we're mind, body, and spirit. Our mind is always with us. Our body is certainly always with us. So our spirit is always with us. And our spirit is always connected. We are always connected. We are never disconnected. That's impossible. Because remember, we're all made by the great creator. Okay? So when we do a visualization, then allow those thoughts to stream in faster. Teach your mind, body, and spirit to experience events like this at a quicker pace. Okay? And that way you'll know that it's just as real, just as true as a 30-minute or hour meditation. Okay? All right, so let me put some music on, get your pen and paper ready as we go through. So a little bit of pan flute and ocean waves. So again, what are the grass ropes in your life? And what are the gifts and skills, the advantages in your life? So do that now. Just relax. right, now just take a deep breath. Just feel that beautiful bubble of light around you, your Aloha bubble around you, filled with all the wonderful myriads of the rainbow, all the colors. And just feel that peaceful, still energy just flowing into every part of your body. Every cell, every strand of DNA, each and every atom and subatomic particle, mind, body, spirit. Every meridian, every chakra. And allow the energy of the little visualization we had, allow that energy to permeate every one of those body parts so that you'll be on notice for the remainder of the week, the next 7 days, for your body to bring up any thoughts or memories of any grass ropes, and to make sure your memory highlights the special skills and talents, abilities, powers, gifts that you have. To make sure you know you are a very unique expression of our one infinite creator. So program your body, your mind, body, and spirit to give you these little nudges, these little memory flashes throughout the next 7 days, so that you can at least acknowledge these grass ropes or these habits that may not be the best habits anymore. You may want to get rid of those and replace them with something, right? Or you want to recognize that you do have special abilities and skills and talents. So that way you get to use all the power, the conscious power of shamanism to train your body to be on autopilot. So that even though consciously you're not focusing on that, you've already given it instructions. This is what I want you to do. Do this for the next 7 days. Remind me of any grass ropes, any habits that I wish to change and how I can change those. And remind me of any special skills I have and talents and how I can use these even more every day in some way. Okay? So I want to highlight those earth superpowers. Okay? That'll be great. Good. All right. Well, if you've got anything during your visualization, just type it in during the chat if you'd like to discuss it, like to share it. And we can let everyone else, who knows, yours may be the same as other people. Sweetheart, you get something?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I got a couple of skills. One of mine is to create and share beauty. I love making things pretty. And there was a time when I thought that was kind of boastful, or I wouldn't share that with people, or I was kind of ashamed to, I guess that was a grass rope. Ashamed to share that with people. I remember we had a group here one time and we were in a circle, and Dale asked, "What do you bring to the circle?" And my answer was, I make things pretty. I like to make things pretty. And I guess that was the first time that I really ever voiced that, especially in front of people. So I make wreaths. I love to decorate the house. I love to do tablescapes. I love to have a pretty table and invite people. So that's one, beauty. And then another one that came up for me was support. I like to give support to people and encourage people. Like I'm enjoying supporting Dale in this new venture. And I hope that you will continue to do that as well. And then the third one that came up was writing. I love to write, not books like Dale does, but I love to write notes of encouragement to people. Right now we have many people in our lives that are not doing well. They can do better. I mean, they're sick. So I've been writing notes to these people, and I got a really nice post today on Facebook from a friend. I haven't seen her in a while, but her husband's not doing well, but he's going to do better. And she on Facebook said that my cards meant a lot to them and my words of wisdom. Now, I have never thought that I had words of wisdom for sure. But anyway, that just, I guess, compelled me to do more, to continue to do that. And yes, Jimmy Neal, you do make things pretty. Right. Absolutely. He makes gorgeous things. He wire wraps, and whatever Jimmy touches turns to gold. It's wonderful. So that's just some examples that I came up with. So if you have any, please share those with us.
Thank you. Yes, you do make pretty, and pretty, remember, beautiful things, it's beauty energy. So when you walk into a room and things are pretty, they're neat, things are put away, things are clean, it has a certain energy to that, because you know how it feels when it's not like that. So make sure you do what you can, not only for your space, but also for your personal care. And again, that's mind, body, and spirit, because this is a new year. So it's a new year to be that most effective and efficient shaman that you can be. And remember, all of us are modern shamans. So we're cross-cultural shamans. We study from many teachers from around the world, and we bring those cultures, those teachings back to where we are. You know, most of us don't belong to a traditional tribe or group of people. We're not on tribal land, so we're not necessarily doing tribal shamanism. So most folks then are doing cross-cultural or modern shamanism. So what we're doing is we're taking things that other people have used, have evolved with, and we're using these things in our own personal ways to truly make planet Aloha, because that's why we're here as shamans during this time. You know, it's wonderful to know that we are connected with one another, and that we remember one another from tomorrow. You know, we came from tomorrow to be here to do the things that we're doing now. A lot of us are the master shamans that prophecy talks about. Okay? So we're here to do that, and we've got to do that with our earth superpowers, okay? Our skills. Good.
Look what Jeanne.
Oh, Jeanne says, don't ever shortchange yourself, Jeannie. You got wisdom through osmosis with Dale. Yeah, that's exactly. That's great. Yeah. Thank you, Jeanne. Hope you're not on the ice tonight, Jeanne. It's too cold. Jeanne's got one of his jobs is he's a hockey ref. Okay, that'd be great. Good. So make sure you spend the rest of the week then, next 7 days, or maybe even just 3 days, okay, if you don't have time. Let your body tell you what's going on as far as your grass ropes. And then make sure you also use the other side of that coin. We're not just thinking about bad habits. We're also thinking about what are the advantages you have, right? The special skills and gifts that you have as a modern shaman this time. And it's 2024. So this is our 8th year. Remember, 8 is the figure 8, is like the infinity symbol. So that's what this year is all about. It's about recycling. It's about moving and transforming. So it's really a yin yang year. And then we have on February 10th, we have Chinese New Year. And this is the dragon year. So remember, the last time we had dragon year was in 2012, when we know that was the big winter solstice. At the end of the so-called Maya calendar, okay, where everything just changed. And look how much, and people always say, well, really not much happened, but just think, how much more do you know now than you did 12 years ago? Goodness, the life experiences, the spiritual revelations, the mind, body, spirit connections, the awareness, the consciousness. Well, all of us have grown so much since 2012. And that was truly a wonderful Mayan indication of this new world that we're going to. Hello, Kelly, Kira. Thanks for being here. I know you're busy doing homework and stuff, so thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up. Yeah. So spend the next 3 days, 7 days, working on those grass ropes, working on those gifts and goals. Okay,
It's skating at 9:20.
Jean's got skating tonight. Yes, he is. Working the ice. Okay. Reffing. Good. All right, so have a wonderful week. Thanks for being here for our second show. I promise I'll get better at doing this, because normally we did when we did our meditations on Tuesday nights, that was all taped. And of course, I had a chance to go through and edit. So I took out all the stuff where I'm stammering and stuttering and all that kind of stuff. So this will be on a replay, so you can share it with your friends if you think it's worthy. And hopefully a lot of other folks will realize that being a master shaman this year in 2024. That's why we're here. We're here to serve others. Thank you, Deanna. Thank you so much for those kind words. Thanks so much for doing this. It was right on time. Good. Thanks for joining us, Deanna. I hope you can spread that shamanic wisdom to your family, friends, and your little shamanic circle, wherever you happen to be. Okay. So remember, be aloha. That's the only way we're going to make planet aloha. If we feel, see, hear, act with aloha as many moments in the day that we possibly can. Okay. So have a great week, and we love you. Aloha. Aloha. Pow.